Hey there, this is the Second Opinion and Daylover, and from a critic first and a fan second, it's Bronycon!
Here's Bronycon! I'm main event! I'm Blake Canvas!
And I'm Hoopbeats!
Are you excited to be here? I hope you're so excited for all the amazing events and activities we have for you this weekend. Who's gonna be in the marketplace?
We had DC suggest a drinking game, take a shot every time you find a body pillow. I think we'd be up to 6 now. I don't know what my tolerance is. It could be before that, but
Don't play the drinking pillow game.
yeah, I think we're working our way past PG-13 territory now. So, okay, don't look.
And there's some great things happening in Pastel Pastures too!
Greetings, every pony. We are currently at Discord Fixes Everything, the event where each of us gets paired with just one episode per person, and we write about how Discord would fix it. And I, of all the episodes they could have given me, got Crusaders of the Lost Mark. Alright, I have just witnessed a beautiful thing. A cosplayer dressed as Quibble Pants just came by, and Jen here made her piece with Quibble Pants.
So how was it to meet Quibble Pants?
To make peace with Quibble Pants, how did it feel, Jen?
It felt good, actually. It felt good.
Alright.
Now, all we'd have to do is just make this happen.
Yes. This,
And
instead
then-
of writing fan fiction, this is what she did for her episode. Which is, I guess, School Rays. Yeah.
How about that
Now, as you can see, this is where everybody really goes all in on the cosplaying. Saturday.
Now, before we leave for closing ceremonies, first, thank you.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.
We're not done yet. We have one special surprise.
That's right. We're gonna tell you. We're gonna give you the secret about BronyCon 2020. We're gonna give you the lowdown.
We have
what's
the
happening.
inside scoop.
We got the scoop, all right? And this is the real scoop. So we're gonna tell you how this goes down, right? Next year.
Dispatch, can you back up over here?
Excuse me. Just Twilight here, letting you know that you do not have the proper paperwork to be selling your merchandise.
This is quite blasphemy.
Do you have the permits required?
Well, as you can see, in my pocket, I've got the permits here. Hold on. I've got them.
Alright, well, we
have
gladly...
permits. We definitely have them.
Alright, you see, next town?
Next town.
And I know you guys are all very excited for the biggest, most insane Bronypalooza of all time!
This is very loud.
This thing's going to be perfect!
Every pony would gather round, say I look lovely in my gown. What they don't know is that I have fooled them all. I don't really care if I ain't your kind of feeling.
Let's get the elephant out of the room. This is the Last Bronycon. I know. It's the last time we're going to be gathered here to celebrate our friends, our family, and our community. And I'm not saying this to make you sad, because we are all already more than sad enough. I'm saying this to remind you to have the weekend of your dreams. Make history, make memories, and make it a time that you will remember for the rest of your life. And now, I'd like to welcome to the stage Peggy Didakis, Executive Director of the BCC, to say a few words.
Did you know you've generated over $20 million to the city of Baltimore? Do you know how important you are to our city? We've embraced you, we look forward to you. Everywhere I go, they said, when are the bronies coming back? Some of you have made some interesting, you walk by my window in the office and I kind of do a double take because I don't think I could be that creative. But I applaud you for your just jovial being. You put smiles on our faces, you give us joy, and we embrace you, and we just want you to have a great time in Baltimore, and we hope that you enjoy, hopefully this is not your last weekend. And what do you guys say? Friendship is magic!
We love you, Baltimore, in case you couldn't hear that from backstage. And now, we'd like to bring on stage some of the very special guests that Bronycon has. First up, Michelle Freeberg.
Sing on the rocks and battle go. Thoughts that have no time. Puts out if you're still alive.
Pay no attention to the moving thing behind the curtain.
There's nothing that needs to be assembled here before the music can play. We could start right this second.
No, hey, we have two options.
What's our options?
Do you know how to stand-up comedy?
I'm standing up and I look funny.
That was really rough.
I know.
Or two, we could have an interpretive dance battle.
There's nothing more special than when someone comes up to you, and this is so often, it just blows my mind every single time, every individual story, coming up and saying that the show or Gabe's music or my music or anything to do with what we're doing in this room here tonight has either helped them through a dark time or even as far as saved their life. And so I want to do this new song here for you tonight because I think that it really goes along with that message.
Mistaken, that just might be Emma Larson getting coffee.
You pitched me the whole show, and then she asked me what I was doing, and I had just written one of my books, and I told her about a pretty bad animation experience I just had, and I said, I hope I never have to work in animation again. I just want to write books. And she's like, do you want to be a head writer on my new show? Yep.
Okay, so myself, Daylover, and the React group there, you can see DC back there. We're heading into the panel with Lauren Faust, and does somebody remember her name more better than I do? Other person? Yeah, Gen 1 lady.
I want to welcome to the stage, first and foremost, the person without whom none of us would be here, Bonnie Zachary.
It was an idea that I always had, well, a love of horses and an attempt to make a toy that I would have liked as a child. So I struggled. I'm like, what am I going to do? I didn't
A lot
really
of
play
artists
with
who were given art supplies
many
kept them
toys.
busy.
It's a no-brainer. I mean, I would have loved that. This is the toy I would have
A bit
liked
for a second there, but
to
she
have
said,
had
yeah,
as a child.
I would have loved a pet
And
or
if
a
you'll
pony,
notice,
so
see,
I'll
there's
create one
Mr.
that's like a
Tin
doll.
and
So you were working at Hasbro,
I was.
and it started with a sketch. Where did things go from there? How quickly did things move once you had made this sketch and once people with the higher ups sort of said, well, this is a good idea, we should go for this?
Very slowly. Well, it's a horse. You want to buy it, of course. But I did this for almost 4 years. I stopped counting. And after, well, I go on. Anyway, they killed it one year after another.
She won't reveal who said that, but apparently one of her bosses did actually say that.
Parents, their fathers, and the father said, if only. So, my boss's boss, after I had given up for at least a year, maybe 2, of presenting this over again, comes up with an idea. And he has his own little secret department called Blue Sky or whatever, and basically it's one guy working for him on his ideas. So, meanwhile, and this guy was a good guy,
was progressive back in the day.
Designer, but most male industrial designers are very good at drawing cars. And he said, you know, so-and-so, who shall not be named, has this idea, and I know it's a lot like yours, but I'm supposed to draw it up, and I can't draw horses. Can you draw it up for me? So this is how My Pretty Pony came to be. I know there are a lot of fans that had this and loved it, but I'm sure they didn't take it to bed with them and cuddle with it. Probably not. You get a big dent in your cheek. Anyway, wife, and she said, and her name, here she is. It's not a very good picture of her. But
her boss's
wife. And she was very sweet. No, but she was smart too, because she said, well, this is nice, but it should be small and soft and played with like a doll. Great minds. I mean, she's a woman. We think alike, don't we? In many cases, we do. And this is another friend of mine who was a marketing director of Girls' Toys. And she said, Bonnie, you know, that's very nice. I think it's a great idea. Little girls do love horses, but they also like pink and purple. I said, get out of my office. They tested it, and the rest, as they say, is history. So it did come out in 1983, 82. I don't know, by that time I had already gone to Parker Brothers. And then she called me a couple of months later and she said, Bonnie, Pony is galloping off the shelves. And I'm like, oh sure, now that I'm not there anymore, I got nothing out of it. And my predecessor, I was a manager of preschool toys, got promoted, and she went to Japan, and she eventually became vice president of Girls' Toys. Anyway, so, you know, I wasn't there, I didn't get any accolades, I didn't get a bonus, but that's the way it goes. But now, look at me now.
Everybody got to see that. They were cheering her name.
I don't deserve it, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I love it. I love it.
The one, the only, the legendary Lauren Faust. You were a fan of My Little Pony in your youth, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
When did it first come into your life?
I was 6, so like 1981-ish.
So you were there right at the beginning?
Yes.
Were you also another person who wanted a horse but didn't get one?
Yes. I still want a horse.
So fast forward, I guess, what, 25, 26 years? It was around 2008, 2009 when you first started pitching?
Yeah, that sounds about right, yeah. Hasbro gave me a small budget to hire some of my friends. Had a few kind of story jam sessions with some people I liked working with, who also created some art for me. My friend Paul Rudish, who runs the Mickey Mouse shorts for Disney right now, is a brilliant, brilliant artist. I remember he came to me with a drawing of Pegasus ponies galloping across clouds and knocking the rain out of the clouds on the ponies below them, and that just made me go, all right, ponies make the world work. You know, that inspired that idea that they were the stewards of their world and that they had to create the weather and the seasons and make their world function. I gathered these materials, I did my own sketches and drawings, and spent a very intense 6 weeks creating a 40-page Bible, which is really unusually large. But I had so much
It was a really good read.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I'm still very proud of it. I feel like it's one of the best things I've ever done.
I was just called up by DHX, which at the time was called Studio B, and they said, we would be interested in you directing a show. Can you come in and take a look at it? And I said, sure. And so I looked at it. They said it's My Little Pony, and I was like, I kind of remember that being kind of bad.
I'm sensing a theme here. Everybody's sitting here thinking, hey!
Just the same kind of thing that Lauren was saying. But then they said it was a new version developed by Lauren Faust, and I had heard of her from the industry, and I was like, oh, wait a second, that might be actually good. So I looked at the Bible that you had created, and I got really excited about it. I could tell right away that there's a lot of love and care, and great writing, great designs, and I just definitely was like, sign me up, I want to do this.
What are some of the sort of examples of the most crazy projects or ideas that didn't make it?
I still like this idea, actually. I had a Adult Swim concept I pitched. Again, girls don't watch cartoons, but it was called Lollipop's Sucky Life. And it was about a little strawberry shortcake-like girl named Lollipop who grew up in the land of Lollipopolis with her friends, the Candy Kids. But we're catching up with her when she's 18. And she's no longer sweet, but very bitter. Smokes candy cigarettes. And she goes to college, and when she gets to college, all the little cliques in college are like grown-up 80s toys, and they all do horrible things. But I had these things called the bugbears, which used to be cute little bears with bee wings that would fly around the flowers and drink honey, and now they're giant grizzly bears, and they're the frat boys, and they chug honey like beer. Every little group, the flower children, were the hippies. Their villain used to be a guy named Weed. Now I love him.
A lot of people would like to know if you could do something differently. So I guess not necessarily a regret, but if you could go back and do something differently, what would you choose to do differently? So biggest accomplishment and biggest thing you would do differently, because I'm not going to say regret.
It was also sort of like quite an accomplishment earning Lauren's trust, because constantly I'd go into these meetings and she'd reference Trouble with Tribbles or The Music Man or Q, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. I've never seen that. So yeah, she kept bringing me in for these meetings. Like, you must have seen The Music Man. Nope. But yeah.
As in general, kind of slacked on that one. They thought it was a reference to The Simpsons.
I have seen it many times now.
Yeah, we should also clarify that you have seen all of those things.
Since then, yes, I've seen all of those references.
So you don't need to attack him afterwards. It's all good.
Getting to bring life back into this property that I loved so much and meant so much to me as a kid. Like just that. Getting to meet and work with Q was a big one for me. But I think the biggest thing is the reach that it had. Obviously, I never dreamt that something I came up with would have such a big effect on so many people. And that's by far the biggest accomplishment, the thing I'm most proud of. And the only thing that I think I would change is, I never dreamt the show would go on as long as it did. I didn't even think we would get a season 2. So when we got a season 2, I really pushed Hasbro to go like, is this the last season? Because I have a story to tell and I need to know, I need to start telling it so we can have our big series finale. And they were like, oh, I don't know. So when we started breaking the stories for season 2, I decided, well, let's just, we have this world, we have these characters, let's just kind of tread water and just tell fun stories that aren't necessarily going anywhere. Then, eventually I moved on after season 2, and I really do wish that I had committed to the story that I wanted to tell. Even if the series would have lived on beyond my ending. So I think that's the one big thing I'd change is to get to finish the story that I was hoping to tell myself.
My name is Starlight Glimmer. I work for the school. I think the students think I'm really cool. Hey, back in the day, I got into a fight. And check me out now, I'm the new Twilight. Everybody tells me that friendship is magic. Well, I think it's power, but that didn't really stick. I thought because I was 3 years old I'd get on pretty well. But I guess I didn't because they threw me right in hell.
In Let's Make a Date, one cast member, that one I just left, is The Bachelor, asking 3 quirky contestants date-related questions.
Just left.
At the end of the game, The Bachelor must guess who the contestants are based on the context. Saber?
Yes.
You're Gabe.
I'm Gabe?
Henry?
Why did you do that?
You're Race. Race? You're Henry. So so you guys are all each other.
Contestants number 1, because I make no assumptions. Tell me, where would you take us on our first date?
I go parasailing, take it to the sky.
And contestant number 4, where would we go on our first date?
The question you have to ask yourself is what ruined the first dates? Now, I have a few talking points, but the answer to the question, what ruined you, is nothing. You're perfect.
What is this hey al dente? Who's this Al feller? Why does he have to dent my hay? It's just thin and weak, all it'll do is bend.
Okay, we have Zaldin Wolfgang performing a lip sync battle. This I gotta see.
There's but it's mine, 'cause I love you. There's but it's yours, 'cause I love you. There's
The kid helps. I'll give him that. Who's he taking on?
The next one is, well, it's a bit of a mystery, honestly. Everyone say hello to E-Bag.
E-Bag.
So, how you feeling? Wonderful. You drinking?
What's he got? What's he got? What's he got? Sorry, Zaldin, I think you're in trouble.
Who's the winner this time? Is it Zaldin?
Okay, this is DC about to try the shake that this place is so proud of. White custard and sesame seeds. White meaning vanilla, of course.
It's very like cookie dough.
Huh. Yeah, they have that out like plastered everywhere. They're very proud of this shake. Try our black and white shake. So, thumbs up. All right, React Group approval. All right, here with a ton of people at once. We got Disaster, Mahari the Dragon, Daylover,
Massacre Molly.
Massacre Molly. Say cheese, everybody.
I know you can't be found, and the sky is falling down, but when the sun comes out, it's gonna get better. So even when the lights burn out, well, there's a light in the clouds, and it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better.
Here with Looney Turtle here, who just finished killing it with the singing circle that I think has been running since yesterday morning, give or take. You teach me and I'll teach you Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon.
Probably, yeah, at that rate.
Props to you.
Yep.
Okay, Looney Turtle's still hard at work today. The good old singing circle. And over in this corner, we have the Pony Shrine. Maybe I'll zoom out a little here. The Big Goodbye Shrine. Where is it?
Thank you all so much for coming out to BronyCon 2019. It was our honor to host you this weekend. We wanted to bring up to the stage a couple of the incredible guests who have made this weekend what it was.
In 37 years of doing conventions, I have never seen anything like this fandom. Thank you guys so very much. Probably the number one question I got asked this weekend is the comic going to continue? If it helps alleviate you at all, Monday morning I have a script waiting.
This has been a part of my life for over half of my life, 10 years now, and I'm still never, you still surprise me every day with your beauty and your kindness, so please continue that throughout the rest of your lives, and I hope I get to see you again. Thank you.
I'm like feeling a lot of feelings, so you guys gotta bear with me, okay? First of all, thank you so much to the con chairs from the past, all the staff and the volunteers here that put this thing together. It's a ridiculous amount of effort they have to put into it, and they let me bully them into bringing me back here every year. Thank you guys, all the staff. Shout out to the other room over there.
That's us.
Never in my wildest dreams could have imagined a moment like this, and still can't, even though I'm standing here right now. And I gotta tell you something that happened today, because I've never once cried at a pony convention. It's just never happened. But my favorite thing to do is to ask, it was at the beginning and it is now, ask people how they got into it and hear the stories. It's my absolute favorite thing about this whole thing. And I've heard some unbelievable, life-changing stories to me over the years. And this morning, I came downstairs, I had like 4 hours of sleep, I was really not happy. Sat down at my autograph table, and this dude comes up, I'm sure he's here somewhere, and tells me his story, and what the show did for him, and I just started weeping. And I'm like, I said, this has never happened before. I don't know what's going on right now. But I was feeling things, finally, after 10 years.
Mitch Larson has a heart!
I I think back to all the years, all the memories, everything that we've experienced, everything that we've seen, everything that we've done, don't make me cry. This has just been amazing. Oh, there you go. Well guys, BronyCon, this is the end of BronyCon. But this is not the end of the memories, the pictures, the videos, the lifelong friendships that we've all made through this fandom. And the fandom is not done. We all want to say thank you. So,
Alright, well that's my show. Thanks for watching. It's been a heck of an event, but good night, BronyCon. It was a great first convention to ever go to, I gotta say, on my part. Alright, on our last day here, everybody say goodbye. Met the last of them. Shark Feet, Comics
I've been
and...
to see me the entire convention because I am elusive. How are you elusive?
Yeah.
You're not elusive.
Everybody
You go
get in those
everywhere.
channel advertisements
The only person
because I am
elusive
totally
is
the guy to
William.
leech off of there.
Yeah.